Hi, I'm Paris, and I have fallen in love again with a new date. Now, several years ago, I made a video called Dates on a Diet about how I could eat medjool dates even though I was dieting. I had only first tried one a few months before based on seeing someone on Instagram posting about them, and I love them so much. They definitely are nature's candy, and they were just what I needed to keep from backsliding in my diet and having cakes and cookies and candy. Instead, when I felt that sweet tooth acting up, I'd have a few dates. That satisfied me. So medjool dates got me through that tough time in my life. Only now I found out there's another type of date I had never heard of before. Just tried by chance, and oh my gosh, it's good. Shopping last week at Whole Foods in the produce section, I noticed something new on the shelves, and it's called Ajwa dates, with hints of caramel, honey, and cinnamon. Now that sounded incredible, but my first thought was, I gotta look at the ingredients and see, did they add those on? But no, these are just dates, and this variety of dates is usually very expensive. Seems to be grown pretty much exclusively in Saudi Arabia, and they export them, and sure enough, in very fine print on this, it says product of Saudi Arabia, even though it's being sold by Natural Delights, which is a company that grows dates in California. They have medjool variety date palms that they grow there in, I think it's mostly Southern California. In fact, I also have a package of their medjool dates here, so I can do this comparison video. And their medjool dates are so good, I thought, well, if they're growing the dates, these are going to be fantastic too. But interestingly, these come from Saudi Arabia. They're usually very expensive. Looking online, I tried to find this package so I could link to it down below the video so that you can find them and order them and try them out as well, but I can't find it. So I don't know if there was a mistake in shipments or exactly what happened, but it was both a fortunate circumstance for me so that I could discover these. It was $7 for this, about 200 grams of dates, and I'm already on my second container of them. But I could also consider it unfortunate because when these inexpensive ones that may have slipped through the cracks somewhere and got out on the shelves of my Whole Foods are gone, I may have to go online and order, I guess the package is about twice this size, but it's like $18 to $30 for packages of these. I do not make enough money to have such refined tastes. But let me sell you on how good these are. I'm going to compare them in taste and texture, medjool dates and the Ajwa dates. Here you can see the package a little more clearly. Ajwa Medina dates, product of Saudi Arabia. And the nutrition facts for a serving of 2 dates. Also here, the website listed is their Canadian website. I'm wondering if maybe this product originally was going to Canada. That's why I can't find any record of it for sale here in the US. Here's a good look at the Ajwa dates. And I can tell you, opening the package, they actually have a distinctive smell that goes along with their wonderfully delicious flavors. The Natural Delight medjool dates come in a much larger package, over twice as many dates for just $1 or $2 more. Of course, Natural Delights grows these in the US and distributes them from there. And the nutrition facts for medjool dates, serving size 2 or 3 dates. And here, the medjool dates, juicy and delicious. I have loved these since I tried my very first one about 4 years ago. And here you can compare them side by side, the Ajwa dates and the medjool dates. Here's what the Ajwa date looks like inside. And there's the pit. I am collecting these. And inside the medjool date, here's the pit. I already have quite a collection of these that are growing out in the backyard as my collection of date palms. My medjool date palms. They haven't provided any dates yet, but that day will come. Okay, now that you've had a chance to see them in the better lighting of the other room, get to do my favorite part of the video, where I get to eat some dates. This is an Ajwa date, which from my reading, I understand this is a direct descendant from the trees planted by Muhammad 1500 years ago. Those original trees were propagated to make more trees and of course more dates, and so this is a pretty cool connection with history. But the taste and the smell are so complex, I just love them. There's all the essence of different flavors, and they are primarily the ones that mentioned on the package, but it just tastes like there's so much more in there. It's so complex. That is so good. I would say if you like fine wines, you like to swirl them around and smell them and have the taste of oak and this and that, you would love this. There's so many strong and subtle hints of flavors to wrap your taste buds around. So good. Now, medjool dates are still wonderful. I just kind of feel bad for cheating on them with the Ajwa dates, but yeah, where's that complex scent that comes, that doesn't have that smell? Juicy, wonderful caramel-like, but compared to Ajwa dates, these are like the plain sister. Now, a week ago, these were incredibly delicious, and they're still delicious, but they just, I don't know, now that I've been spoiled with these other ones, these are more of an ordinary food and not the special food they were to me those years that I used them to keep from backsliding in my diet. Now, having a medjool date just on its own, without having previously just had Ajwa dates, these still have that wonderful chewy caramel flavor that's just like a candy. So I expect the medjool dates will still be a mainstay in my refrigerator. My daughter likes them now. I've got my father started on them up in Seattle. People who try these dates really love them. And again, so much better for you than the processed food snacks that you might be having instead. But the fancy Ajwa dates have come into my life, and they have me tasting flavor combinations I didn't even know existed. My worst fear is that Whole Foods is going to realize they made a mistake and they didn't intend to be selling these here, and they're going to take them off the shelf. And I'm not going to be able to afford to order them at $30 a container. But maybe even worse, in researching these dates, I learned about the central date market in Medina in Saudi Arabia, where they have all the dates brought in fresh from the palms, and they have all the different varieties, and there are loads of varieties I'd never heard of before, all with their distinctive flavors. And now I want to go there and I want to sample all the different dates that they have. Now, I'm not sure I'll ever get there and have a chance to do that, but if I do, you can be sure I'll do a video about it. And until then, this will have to do, and I'll see you on the next review.
There are so many choices and you don't want to stress. You want your health food at home, receiving only the best. That's what we're here for, we give honest reviews. parristx.